Do I realize this looks a little crazy? Yes. Yes, I do. Hi and welcome back. If you are new here, I love to sew, therefore I upload videos that are sewing related. If that is something you're into, continue watching, and I hope you watch some of my other videos and eventually subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, hey, how are you? How have you been? How's your summer going? My daughter did just start school today, therefore we are going back to a schedule and I will be uploading a lot more. So today I just wanted to share with you guys what I've been working for about the last week and a half or so. I was tagged by CAG Reinvented on Instagram. She went ahead and tagged me and a few other women to create something from the Beyonce Spirit Music Video Challenge, and I chose this picture. I know it's a big poofy dress with a lot of fabric, but I really took the inspiration with the bodysuit. I believe she's actually wearing like some kind of latex, but it looks like latex. Like she looks strapped in. I really loved how it shaped her and I loved how graceful it looked. I also really loved the purple and the orange. I really loved that. And I didn't know what to make. I kept visualizing and I decided to go ahead and make a bodysuit. I looked at the patterns that I already had. Nothing was sparking with me. I wasn't like, I had to make a lot of adjustments and I'm still not great at making adjustments when it comes to patterns. So I was like, okay, no, I don't have that. So I started looking online for some pattern ideas and something that I could use and I couldn't find any. And a lot of the patterns were very vintage. And because they were vintage, a lot of vintage patterns do tend to be a bit more pricey. So I decided to just wing it. So I decided to draft it. The first thing that I did, I think I actually recorded it and I'll show you guys some clips. Okay. This is kind of where I want it. I'm looking at a mirror, but I want the V. I don't want it to be such a rounded sweetheart, and I don't want it to be flat, but I know that I want a cut. I know that I want there to be a cut here, okay? That this is where the extra fabric is gonna lay. And I think the extra fabric is what's gonna give it that oomph. This is basically where I'm gonna have to make, because this is where my bra naturally sits. So this is my belly button. Yeah, that's my belly button. This is where I have it marked where I want it here. What about my back? How do I want the back? I think the back we can leave alone for now. Because I do want there to be a zipper in the back. So I'll go down my spine. There we go. Yeah, because I do want there to be a zipper in the back. And then I'll make a marking here. Just so that I know where where it's going to be stitched and what I need as far as seam allowance. And also, I'm gonna need darts. It's falling, but I'm gonna need darts. So, draw that line there, and draw that line there, so that when it opens, I can see it. But yeah, let me take this off, trace it on paper, and make another muslin. ¿Te dice queso fresco?
Sí.
¿Qué más?
No, paletita. Quería.
¿No hay pan?
No, sí, la tienda es que acá. ¿Está acá?
Cierra la puerta. This is what I came up with, and I was like, okay. And then the next step was to cut it out. So I cut it out, I put the idea on paper, and I used this. And then this was another pattern piece, the front and the back. It's pretty long. Once I transferred it on paper, I was like, okay, let me make another muslin, and this is what I came up with. So I really liked it. It was a really, really good fit, and I left it open because I wanted to put in a zipper. And then I made the changes to it. I made the changes to the pattern pieces. Like, you can tell that this was cut, and I added seam allowance. I brought this in more, like my waist came in a bit more. I mean, I know that I have a high waist, but whenever I see it on paper, it's like, ugh, that's really high. And then I made it again. And once I made this, I was like, okay, I'm ready to really practice on similar fabric. And then I made the final muslin, which is this one. This is up, but it's supposed to come down right here. And yeah, it was pretty interesting to see it. It's a full bodysuit. And then I noticed that I needed to make some other changes. So this is the pattern piece close to the final one that I made. And this part is my back. And when I put the bodysuit on, there was a huge gather at the back. If you know what a sway back is, that's what I have. I talked about it in my previous video. I'll link it above when I was analyzing my figure. And there was a lot of fabric. So I decided to trace it and bring it in just a little bit. Bring this part in just a little bit, and this is kind of what I did. I don't think that this is how you're supposed to do it, but all I did was pinch it, and that was that. And that's when then I finally decided to cut it. I'm sorry that this is all over the place, but yeah, this is just how I think. The inside does have body mesh, and I wanted to add the body mesh because I thought that it was gonna really help cinch me in a bit. And I do think that it does help. I just don't think I did it properly. And also this fits me kind of big, and I think that it's because I was bloated last week when I finished the bodysuit, because I finished the bodysuit first and then I went ahead and sewed the shorts. And when I finished the bodysuit, it was like a few days before, you know, Mother Nature came knocking. But it's a comfortable fit, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually really nice. So that's the bodysuit. It took me a while. I think I finished the bodysuit either Thursday or Friday, and then I went ahead and started working on the shorts. For the shorts though, I made my Macau's 2461 pattern, and I don't know if this would be considered vintage because I think it is from the 80s. Where would I know? 1986. This pattern is from 1986, and I absolutely love this pattern. I have more fabric and I will be making this pattern like 3 more times. And I made adjustments to it. So I don't know if this is a princess dart, but I think that's what I did. I don't think that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I did. And I basically, it's a diamond, and I pinched it in, and I brought it in about an inch because the front of my hips cave in. So here's like my hip bone, and then my hips cave in because my waist comes out. So that's what I usually have to do for pants, even store-bought pants and skirts and stuff, and even store-bought shorts. It always bunches up at the front of my hips, at the front of my body. So I know now that I always have to put this in. And I also shortened it. I don't know if you can see a dart here, but I brought that dart in and I shortened it because I've noticed that not only does it bunch up like this, but also my shorts bunch up like they're really baggy in the front. So I went ahead and shortened that by adding a dart on the sides, on both of the sides, and then adding the princess type of dart right on the sides. For the back of the shorts, the side, this is the side. So what I did for the back of the shorts pattern piece is I shortened this part by 2 inches. So this part, the side part that's supposed to hit your hips, it looks higher, but it's actually not higher. Once I have them on, my shorts now look even and symmetrical, as opposed to the front being here and the back of the pants coming all the way up towards my mid back. My shorts are now nice and leveled, and I really like that. But with doing that, I didn't make adjustments to the waistband, and I noticed that my waistband didn't come out even, and I don't know how to fix that, so I will be looking that up. I do have books right over here. I have books that I checked out from the library. So other than that, let me go ahead and show you what I made. I tried making that peak that Beyonce has, but I think I'm actually just gonna go ahead and stitch this down because I think it just looks nicer this way. Here I added a tie. Here it is. Here are my shorts. I really love these shorts. I also did add a lining in the back. So I added the lining so that my cheeks were nice and concealed. But yeah, this is it. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I was really nervous, and I'm still nervous about it. I don't know. I'm really proud of it. I didn't expect that I would enjoy making something like this, but I do. And that was that. That's what I've been working on. And real quick, I paired it with my chucks. Isn't it cute? And real quick, I did go to Joanns and I did buy one pattern for $1.99, and it's this one. I bought the Simplicity S8956 for these pants because these pants are super cute, and I do have a pair of pants that I've been wanting to sew for a few months now. I have a picture of them on my Instagram, and they are just really cute, and I can't wait to make them because I think this is a better pattern than my previous pattern that I showed you guys, for me to add a bow at the bottom. It's a really nice pattern that I can make a lot of things with, so that's why I purchased it. And I also purchased one more pattern. This one is an indie pattern. It's Deer and Doe company, and it's the Châtain shorts. But I really wanted this pattern for a few months now. I think actually over a year and a half now that I wanted this pattern. But that's it. I just wanted to stop by and say hello and show you guys what I've been working on and the process that it took to make. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my outfit, and I will see you in a few days so we can go ahead and prepare for August. And yeah, with that being said, have a good day, week, and month, and don't forget to make it a great year. Bye.